guys are doing amazing. Today, I want to talk to you guys about the importance of getting a GPS system together. All right. I just finished a couple of coaching calls today, and one of the things that I'm working with my students on is their GPS system, right? So before we get into it, guys, if you guys are new to my channel, hello. I am Dr. Melissa J. Williams. Live your best life doing what you love. I am a coach and I teach small business owners how to grow and scale their business with government contracting, be it local, state, or federal. I also teach small business owners how to automate their system to help them to work smarter versus harder. So today, as I stated before, I just recently finished a couple of calls today with some of my students, and we talked about making sure that you have a GPS system together. And what do I mean by that, right? It's important for you as a small business owner and or just a person in general to have some sort of idea as to where you're going, right? Um, and I'm thinking that, if you guys were just say you were in Dallas and you were trying to get to LA, you wouldn't just get in your car and just start driving, right? Why? Because that makes no sense, especially if you've not gone there before. Now, if you have traveled that route before and you're comfortable, maybe yes. But for most small business owners, right, each and every day, each and every month, they are encountering new opportunities, new challenges that they have to navigate and go through. So, if you would not get in your car and travel from Dallas to LA without having some type of idea where you're going to stop, when you're going to fill up, how long it's going to take, some type of GPS tracking system, you wouldn't do that if you are a small business owner. So, like I said, I just finished a coaching session with a couple of small business owners, and we were talking about that. So they had not taken the time, they had not taken the time to craft I'm going to call it a GPS for the upcoming months, right? And you guys know we're getting ready to uh, embark upon a brand new year. 2025 is coming, right, in a couple of days. And so if what we are small business owners, we have to, thank you so much. I'm doing fine. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you're doing well as well. But if we are small business owners and we're wanting to grow and scale our business, right? We want to grow and scale our business, right? We need to ask ourselves some questions like why? Why do we want to grow and scale our business, right? And what does that look like? So we did this exercise. I did this exercise with my two students that we coached a few minutes ago, and we looked at where they were in their business today. All right. So we assessed the situation, right? Where are we currently? All right. And after we looked at where they were currently, we said, okay, where are we wanting to go? All right. So one small business owner wanted to grow and scale and increase their revenue, gross revenue by 40%. All right. A new business owner, she was pretty pleased with where she was. A second business owner was a seasoned business owner. All right. And she had made $875,000, and she was trying to get to 1 million. She was hoping for 1 million. All right. So she wanted to grow her business, I don't know, approximately 25, 30%, right? Because she wanted to go over 1 million because she had planned on making 1 million this year and didn't reach that goal. So what we did, and I have a workbook or worksheet that you can utilize. So if you're interested, and you watch this video, just click on the link and, do a free call with me, and I can share with you the tracking system that we use to be able to assess where you are and where you're trying to go. All right. So after we came up with the plans, thank you so much. Thank you so much. After we came up with the plan on where we are and where we're trying to go, then we actually had to come up with specific tasks, milestones, right? In order for us to what? To get there. All right. So it is important. It is important that we, or you as small business owners, we as small business owners, that we're always assessing our business, right? Many small business, they work, throughout the whole year, 12 months, and they've not taken the time to say, hey, how well did I do last month? What things do I need to change? Who do I need to hire? Who do I need to let go? Right? You have to take a review or an assessment of your business today, right? You need to know, what your net worth is, right? What your net worth is, right? And the reason you need to know your net worth, because we are small businesses. What we're in business to create wealth for ourselves, and many of them, most of my students, are in business to create generational wealth for the upcoming future, right? In generations. So we need to know where we are in order to be able to allow us to determine where we want to go. And after we determine where we want to go, we have to create a plan and a system that's reasonable, well thought out, all right, to help us to get to the goal, right? So what I find often is that many of my small businesses, they have amazing ideas, amazing ideas. However, they lack follow through. They lack discipline. They lack execution, right? And so understanding, and we all know this, right? We all know it, that success is a system, regardless of what business you're in, what niche you're in, what if you're in sports, if you're in music, if you're an actor, if you're in business, doesn't matter. Whatever niche you're in, success is a system. There's things that you need to do in order to what? Be successful, right? And, entrepreneurship is a system as well. There's things that you have to have in place in order to be successful. You have to have your business foundation, your structure, whether you're an LLC, an S Corp, a C Corp, a partnership, you need to have that in place. You need to make sure that you have accounting set up, right? Practices, some type of bookkeeping, someone to manage your books, even if it's you starting out. Even though you guys know I'm teaching you, right? Click on the link. I'm teaching you how to automate your system. I'm teaching you how to work smarter versus harder, right? And you're doing all alone, and you have to what? Delegate. Successful, you have to build masterminds. We're doing that because that's a part of the system, right? People that are successful, they understand that they have to have a GPS system in place, right? They need to know where they're going, all right? And in order to get there, right, there needs to be a roadmap or a system or some steps in order for us to take, in order for us to get there. We can't just start driving, right? We can't just start driving and hope that we're going to end up where we want to be, right? We have to have a system. And so the exercise again that I had with my students today is we assess where they were, right? We determine that they didn't hit their goal in 2024. All right? They didn't hit their goal in 2024, but they know how short they were, right? A couple of them were just very short. Some of them knew was extremely short, right? But they knew what they did well, and they found out and looked at what they had issues and problems with, right? Um, one of the small business owners, they didn't have a bookkeeper in place, right? They didn't have QuickBooks, nothing in place. So they were just driving in the blind, you know. And so now they're getting ready for tax time, right? And they had no one watching the books, no one managing to make sure that they were hitting their goals, their targets from week to week, from month to month, from quarter to quarter, right? And now the year is over and they didn't make it, right? So if you want to be successful, it's important that you have a GPS, right? A GPS, right? You need to know where you're going. And once you know where you're going, it's easy for you to determine how to get there, right? And so we've been able to determine where we were in 2024, determine where how short we were from our goal. And I tell my students to write it down. Don't just have a number in your head. Write it down. Write it down. Put it on a spreadsheet. Use my tracker. And again, if you guys don't have a tracker that you're using, go ahead and click on the link below and schedule a call to talk with me, and then I'll share that with you. All right. And then also I've actually put it in another prior video. I'm not sure which one it is how to determine your budget and your plan for the upcoming year. It's like a business plan. And I tell all of my students, you need to have a business plan. You need to know where you want to be in the next, 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, right? You need to know. Why? Because you do not want to just be driving around, in the dark, right? Without any structure. So we're working smarter, in the upcoming months, in the upcoming years. We're automating our system. We're planning. I think yesterday I talked about accountability. You're joining a community, be it a free community, be it a paid community. You're getting a mentor. All right. You're getting a mentor. And why is a mentor important? Why should you get a mentor? All right. Well, you should get a mentor because if it is that you're trying to grow and scale your business, and let's just say you're you're a project manager, or you're a CPA, or let's just say you're a janitor in the janitorial business, or you do construction. If you find another small business owner, all right, that has already did this thing that you're trying to do, then you can speak to them. They can mentor you and assist you and guide you, right, through some of the hurdles and the roadblocks that you may encounter, so that you don't have to encounter those roadblocks. Why? Because they've already did it. They already have the arrows in their back to prove that they know what they're doing. And so it doesn't make sense, guys, in this day and time to reinvent the wheel. It does not make sense. Time is more valuable than money. So therefore, you need to get a mentor. You need to join groups, communities, right? So that you can work smarter versus harder, right? So we're going to make sure that we click on the link and get it's a free guide that I have, so that you can be able to create your plan. And I'm telling you all, do not wait until the ball drops before you start your plan. You still have a couple of days, right? You can assess your situation, right, in a couple of hours. And if you're huge, right, if you're a 7-figure earner, it may take you a couple of days, but you can still get it done before the ball drops. But you can assess your situation. You can come up with your plan and your goal for the upcoming year. All right. And you can successfully craft your plan and your strategy for the upcoming year. You can get all of that done, right? So I'm encouraging you guys to take some time, all right? Take some time, look at your books, call your bookkeeper, call your CPA, and see how well you did. Look at your net worth. See how much income is coming in, all right, from all of the sources, right? You may have investment properties. You may have a job. You may do side hustles. You may get money from other sources, right? From other sources, like you may be selling a book or a program or a course, but you need to see how much money is coming in. And then the part that no one likes, including me, you need to determine what's going out, your expenses, right? You need to determine what expenses you have that's going out. Some expenses, guys, I'm going to tell you, are mandatory, right? You got to have marketing. You got to have, office space. If you're, doing an office space, you have to have maybe your website hosting. You may have to have your VAs. You might have to have your light bill, the gas bill, the water bill. Some of those things, right, you have to have. But some expenses, and you guys pay attention to this because I actually had to do this. I actually did an assessment of all of my expenses, and I discovered, and there's an app, and I will try to put it in the notes below, but I discovered that I was paying so much money for subscriptions that I did not use. I was like, what is this? I didn't even know what it was, right? So you want to take time to assess your subscriptions, assess any expenses that you no longer need, right? If you have a staff, I know one of the things I tell my students to be very slow in hiring and be quick to fire. But take your time hiring your staff, your team, because you want the A team. You want people that are going to be committed, that's going to be hanging out with you long to hire slow. You want to hire slow, but you want to fire very quickly because you don't want dead weight, right? Just lingering on. And so I actually, I'm going to go ahead and end this video because I've got another call that's coming up in a couple of minutes. But guys, GPS, you need to know where you're going. All right. And you can get all of that stuff done. You can determine where you're going in the next 24 to 48 hours. And you can create a road plan and a strategy for your next upcoming months, quarter, and year. All right, so again, if you found this video helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up, guys. Also, hit the subscribe bell and the notification bell so you'll be notified of any videos that I produce, right? I am a coach, a business coach, a growth coach. I want to see you all succeed. And success is a system. It's very easy. Again, it's easy to make a lot of money than it is to make a little money. It's easier to make a lot of money than it is to make a little money. All right. But you have to be determined in executing. You have to be diligent. You have to be committed. And you have to just have the desire and know that you are worthy. You're worthy. All right. So if you understand those things, right, and we continue to work on our mind, all right, because many things that hold people back is up here, right? Is that fear, is the mind, it's the things that we've told ourselves over and over and over again that has us stuck. All right, guys. So this is your girl, Dr. Melissa J. Williams. Live your best life doing what you love. You only have one life. So I want you guys to live it to its fullest. Stay healthy, happy, and God bless. All right, guys. I'll see you in the winner's circle. You can do it. All right. Peace. See you in the next video. Bye.